Anthony Tolliver is joining me today on the Sloan Sells Homes Open House. All right, so we do something on this show called the Random Real Estate Roulette. And I've got some questions in here for Anthony. I will answer them as well, but let's just see. I don't know if that's in the way, so I'll put it down here. Okay, here we go. What is the biggest challenge you face as an agent?
It's hard to say. Meeting people for the first time, I am aware that I am not everyone's, we'll say, cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
And I try not to push that too hard because the ones that aren't favoring me absolutely adore Candace. So
Right.
That's the challenge that I face personally, is connecting with just everyone. Candace, everyone loves Candace. Everyone.
Well, you do.
You can't help it.
I know. Here
You know?
she is now. Look, she's gorgeous. And she's a sweetheart.
Yes.
I mean, so she's genuinely
Yes.
a nice person.
That's what it is. There's not a lot of genuinely nice people. Usually the nice people are nice because
Right.
they want something.
But that's great for you guys as
Yes.
a team.
Yes.
Husband and wife team here at Remax Time, Tolliver Property Group.
She hates when I say it. I joke all the time that she would do this for free. She really would.
Oh, well, that's not how life
No,
works.
it's not.
No, okay.
No, it's not at all.
And you have 2 kids at home, twins?
Yes, 14-year-old twins, Chase and Chloe. Yep.
And a lot of animals.
A lot of animals. Chloe and Candace are both, there's no word for this. A lot of people are, they love animals. No, that's an understatement. There's more to it.
Yeah. Okay, so animal lovers. Let's do another question. Random Real Estate Roulette. Here we go with Anthony Tolliver. Ooh, have you ever been scared during a showing?
I am big on energy and things of the sort, and not necessarily scared of people, but there have been showings I've walked into and turned back around and said, there's no way I'm going through this house. You just walk in, you get that.
Energy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a couple times. One within the last month, specifically.
Really?
It's still on the market, so I'm not going to tell you which one it is.
Oh, yeah,
But
we don't really want to do that. So you felt something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I call it energy, and I'm like, nope. And
So what did your buyers?
same thing.
They also felt it.
Oh, yeah. As soon as we opened the door, they're like, whoa. But they were a little more, they said, let's go look. Okay. Okay.
Okay, big bad Anthony, I'm not sure about this.
Nope, not doing it.
Well, there are so many things. We walk into so many homes, and we really don't know what's behind that door.
Yes.
It can be immaculate and gorgeous. It can be an absolute disaster mess. You think if someone has their home on the market, it would be show ready, but that's not always the case.
But every situation's different.
It is, and that's why, that's why. What is your favorite part about being a real estate agent?
I really like that, and this is not to say I set my own schedule, because we do not. We are on call 24/7. But prior to real estate, I worked for a major service department, and I loved the job. I loved the chaos that came with it. It was amazing. The hours were horrible. We've got 14-year-old twins, and Candace was essentially at home with them 90% of the time, alone. Being able to move my schedule around for the most part, to be there when they go to school and come back, is the best part of it.
Yeah. You get to know your children. You get to be with your children. We do have flexibility. It's interesting because we could work for 2 hours in a row, 10 hours in a row, or have a big break in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, and you work from home a lot, you work from your car a lot. So it's different every day.
Yes.
And that's always been my favorite. Okay, so I've got this one. I have one question that I have in here.
We're supposed to be random.
Okay, fine. I'll do that one next. Anthony Tolliver, why do you like working at Remax Time?
A lot of people may not be aware. I know you're aware, but this is our second stint at Remax Time. We were here previously and loved it. A good friend of ours who actually got us started out in real estate needed a hand to get his thing up and running, so we left briefly to go help him out. And once he was up and running, you came through, oddly enough, literally the next day when Candace and I were talking, like, hey, it might be time. You literally the next day said, hey.
It's Remax
Okay.
Time.
Yep, that's where we go. Yep.
No. We like to think that we will support our agents
Yes.
and give you opportunities that you won't have anywhere else. and flexibility. Again, I think it's really important as a real estate agent to have flexibility. That's part of what we love about our job so much. We deal with all kinds of stressful situations. Like you talk about chaos. There is not usually a deal that goes down that is free of all chaos.
Yes. Although if you get with a good lender, you can kind of nullify a lot of it. But
sure,
yes.
that helps.
Yeah, we just had that popped out because we just had one that Candace and I were talking like that was oddly, and then come to find out it was on our end because the lender was handling stuff.
He was taking care of all of the hard stuff.
Yep.
All right, I have one more question. Random Real Estate Roulette with Anthony Tolliver from the Tolliver Group.
I'm curious.
This is a good one though. Did you ever think growing up that you would be a realtor?
No, not at all. No.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Football player, always. Football player or a cop. That's what I wanted to be when I was little.
Okay.
I wanted to be actually until the kids were really young, and then once they came, it wasn't a smart idea at the time.
Okay. You do love football.
Yes.
And you're involved in something pretty special.
Yes.
A little startup going on. Talk about that.
Yes. So our real estate team is Tolliver Property Group. We're often known as TPG. A couple years ago, I started up a little nonprofit, TPG Sports, where we just put on sports tournaments and events, but focusing only on the goofy stuff. So wiffle ball, kickball, foursquare, dodgeball, little dumb nostalgic stuff.
They're fun.
And we put those tournaments on and give those proceeds back to people and companies in the community that needed it. There's a football league, a national football league called the A7FL. It was on the Pat McAfee show, all of it. It got pretty big, and they asked me to go into creating uniforms for them. So we provide uniforms to that league as well as some local teams now. And that's starting to take off, and it's pretty exciting. It's nerve-wracking like any startup is at times, but yeah, it's starting to finally take its wings and go.
So you are in the process of creating your own team.
Yes, so we
talk about
do.
that?
Yes, we do. TPG Sports had bought the Little Miami Phantoms, so they bought the rights to a team in the nation and brought it to Little Miami because there's nothing like that here. It's adult football. It's 7-on-7, no pads, which at first sounds a little goofy, but no pads will requires you to be a little more careful. So there's less injuries in this league than there actually is in other leagues. But we brought the Phantoms to the Little Miami area. This year was our first year. We decided to sit out and try to make things great before we did it. We want to fine tune it. We want to make sure the product we put on the field is just top of the line. So we're really close to it. I think by next season, because we're about halfway through this season, by next season it's going to be a big thing for sure for the community.
Anthony, his wife, Candace, Tolliver Property Group, they are top notch, and real estate is your passion. I know that it's Candace's passion for sure.
Yes.
And you are a big supporter of her, and they...
Yes. Whatever her passion is,
That's right.
I'm on board.
You guys make a great team, and I am really grateful that you are with us at RE/MAX Time.